Today we are reacting to dropshipping advice from random TikTokers.
Dropshipping is one of the worst side hustles, and let me tell you why. Before I dive in, I'm not here to sell you anything, but rather just give you my honest thoughts and experiences when I did dropshipping. First off, it's not a side hustle, so while you're trying to make it a side hustle and only spend a few hours on it every single day, other people are spending countless hours and having other people spend countless hours on their business. Number two, most people won't talk about this, but the shipping times are horrendous. And what I mean by horrendous is that they can be anywhere between 4 to 12 weeks. So good luck competing with Amazon, getting good reviews, or even getting recurring customers because of that. For most people, it won't happen. Number three, the margins are horrendous. The gurus all over this app and all over the internet won't tell you how much money you have to pour into ads, product development, fulfillment, and so many other things that will pour into your margins.
So this is a very common theme which I've seen a lot, where he basically says he tried dropshipping, it didn't work out, and now he's shit-talking dropshipping. And this is a very common thing where you basically blame not yourself, but the business model itself. And I understand it might actually seem like exactly what he's saying on the surface level. Because guess what? He's right about a couple of things. Number one, he said it's not a side hustle. I agree with that. Long term, it's not a side hustle at all. Number two, he says the margins are terrible. I agree with that as well. If you don't know what you're doing, your margins are shit. And number three is the suppliers, this terrible shipping time thing. It's also true if you don't have good connections with decent suppliers, you're gonna get screwed by shipping times. However, all of those things are very solvable as usual. Just because you cannot make something work, it doesn't mean that it's impossible to solve those issues. And I've seen this time and time again. We literally have connections to really fast suppliers, super good shipping times. He's saying like 4 to 12 weeks. In reality, it's like 1 to 2 weeks with ours max. Number two is with ads. I agree the margins aren't the highest and you're going to sit around 20% on average, sometimes 15, sometimes 30 or 35. However, with TikTok organic, which is the easiest method to get into this by far, you're basically going to have margins which normally exceed 50%. So anywhere on average between 45 and 80% you're gonna be if you know what products you're selecting, etc. Now this whole side hustle thing is very interesting because he's basically saying it's impossible to do this as a side hustle, and on one hand it's true, on one hand it's completely false, because definitely no matter what, if you do this full time you're gonna be better at this. And it's also true that you're competing with people who are doing it full time because they're advanced, they're already making money with it, so why not just do it full time? However, if you're starting out, to just replace the income you make with your job, which on average is going to be anywhere between like 3 max 10k profit per month, which you would make from your job, to replace that isn't the most difficult task if you have like 3 to 5 hours next to your job and actually are doing productive TikTok organic work, for example. Here you just do that until you make more money with that than with your job, and you basically can quit the job.
Dropshipping is a bit of a scam in the sense that everybody tells beginners that like this is your entry point into e-commerce and like this is how you're going to make millions of dollars and this is how you're going to be successful. But the reality is that I think that it's arguably harder to run a successful dropshipping store than it is to build a legitimate 100%. Brand. And the reason being is that with dropshipping, you're always chasing the next buck. You're always chasing the quick fad. And things are constantly moving, and so it's really hard to establish yourself.
This is actually a pretty interesting take, because if you know what you're doing, a brand is definitely better than a dropshipping store. However, if you don't know what you're doing and you're just starting out, the easiest thing in the world is to pour a crazy amount of money into branding and doing like a proper e-commerce brand, and then screwing yourself over by doing that because you're not going to be able to get rid of the inventory. So basically what he's talking about, if he's saying brand versus dropshipping, he obviously then is talking about a fulfillment method, which means that you need to buy in bulk. If you're starting out, I would highly recommend not buying in bulk at all. Don't even think about it. Don't consider it, because you don't know what you're doing. You just think, hey, this product is great. It's a winner for sure. Let me buy 20,000 pieces and go all in on it. On paper, even though it might sound great, it's the biggest mistake you can do. The amount of people who came to me after doing such a mistake and basically didn't know how to get rid of the inventory is just absurd. As a beginner, you don't have an eye for a good product, and you basically pick a product which basically worked for another person. You see it has proven concept, it's not saturated yet, and you like the product, so let's just sell that because it works. That's how beginners normally think. And what happens then is you do the marketing and it doesn't work, and now you're gonna be like, all right, I need to make this work no matter what. Let me pour in another insane amount of money into the marketing, try 100,000 different angles instead of just switching the product. I would honestly say that dropshipping is one of the most beginner-friendly models here because you're not attached to one product. You test the product and you can fuck up without paying a lot for that. Your mistakes are just on a smaller level if you have a dropshipping store. You select product, it didn't work, you spend a couple of $100 on marketing or do organic or just order the product or whatever, but you don't spend more than like $300-400 max. If you build a full brand, you're done.
Testing TikTok side hustles so you don't have to. Part 4. A ton of people are making thousands of dollars drop shipping on TikTok. All they do is find cool trending products and post videos of them, and the videos go viral and they sell thousands of dollars worth of these products. So let's try it. I'm gonna try and sell this flying ball I seen on TikTok. I found a supplier who can sell them to us for $10 a piece. Then I went to shopify.com and created a super basic website selling the ball for triple the price and the supplier's selling it. Then I ordered the balls to my house so I can make TikTok videos with them. I posted up about 10 of these TikTok videos to a brand new TikTok account, and I got over 1 million views combined. Just off those 10 TikTok videos I posted, I was able to sell $1,500 worth of these balls. So I did about $1,500 in sales, but I had to pay about $500 to the supplier so we could ship the orders to the customers, so we profited about $1,000 after this all. So if you can find a good product people like and make videos that will go viral with it, then you can probably make some good money off free organic TikTok traffic. This could be good for beginners who want to get into dropshipping but don't have enough money to afford ads yet.
I was just about to say that he's gonna fail like crazy with this product, but I was shocked when he actually made money. However, I realized this video is 2 years old. You should not test this product at all. However, it was a great product, and I was like, fuck, he's just gonna waste his time here. However, let me tell you one thing. This makes it sound a little bit too easy, all right? He just posted a couple of videos, didn't know what he was doing, and basically you just made $1,000 in profit. This is not really how it works, and if it happens to you, you literally just get lucky, but you don't know why it went good, and you basically will not be able to replicate it. And there's a very specific strategy to going viral. Virality is a formula. It's not luck at all. And if you have that formula down, you start making really good money, especially if you learn the second skill, which is scaling. He had like 1 million views, but only made $1,000 off it. If you do things right, this can change drastically, because if you know how to sell things properly and you go viral for the right reason, you start making way more than that per million views. I, for example, have one example here where this kid is literally making more than 10K per million views, and I can show the clip here.
Maybe tell me also, how many views do you have in total on this account?
Maybe 5 million.
5 million views.
Yeah, 5 million views and 60K.
So this entire thing is a strategy. If you want to learn that and basically want us to pick the products for you, to look over your account and tell you what is good and what is bad about your videos, and just adjust constantly while you're moving along, you can click the link below and sign up for a call with us, and we're going to find out if you're a good fit for a program. We're literally going to walk you through the entire process of going viral and then starting to sell and basically convert, and building the entire backend with making the store, doing the upselling, hiring VAs, and basically getting the whole thing running automated. If you're interested, I will talk to you very soon.